Well, a gallon of gasoline is threatening to sink a Lake George environmentalist. Governor Cuomo wants to remove Lake George Park Commission Executive Director David Wick for spilling a gallon of gas in Lake George and not reporting it to a DEC spill hotline. At least that's the story reportedly coming out of the governor's office that has the inspector general now looking into the whole incident. But supporters of Dave Wick say this isn't about a small amount of gasoline. They say it's political. And usually what the governor wants, he gets. But this time his plan is meeting with some serious opposition. We're going to check in with our political analyst, the New York Post state political columnist, Fred Dicker, joining us as he does from Albany. And Fred, people like Dave Wick, especially people in the North Country, and they're fighting back against the governor on this one, aren't they?
They are, Liz. It's quite an extraordinary story, and it happened today, or it's been going on for a week, but today was a very interesting event up in Lake George this morning where the Lake George Park Commission met to consider what to do about Dave Wick. Over 100 local people showed up. 30 spoke on behalf of Dave Wick. His wife was there, teary-eyed, getting a round of applause, maybe a standing ovation, I think. And others were there saying that this is a good man, that there's no legitimate explanation of why the governor wants him out. This gallon gate, as they're calling it locally up there, claim about 1 gallon of gasoline being spilled and not being reported. People up there, and I spoke to local officials up there, they say that's preposterous, that there's more to this, that the governor, and this is a well-known fact, we've talked about it, is a control freak who wants to take over this park commission, that Dave Wick is independent, the board up there is independent. Bottom line is you have a runaway state agency, this Lake George Park Commission, basically sticking it to the governor, refusing to remove Dave Wick. It's a standoff now. Wick is on paid leave, so he's not functioning as executive director, but he's being paid, and it remains to be seen now what's going to happen.
Yeah, everything I've read quite a bit about this online, suggests that this would be considered a minor offense. I mean, from what I read, the governor's rationale, or the governor's office rationale, was it's a crime, and you punish a crime by removing him from his job. But
it's not a crime, by the way. I'm not sure they've claimed that it's a crime. It may be a violation of codes on the lake. But I know for a fact that state environmental conservation officers don't treat a spill of that size as anything consequential. Remember, at the Sagamore a few months ago, they spilled 10,000 gallons of sewage up there, and they were never even cited for that. So I just want to caution that it may not, it's unclear how this spill even occurred. It's not as if Dave Wick said, watch me, I'm going to dump this into the lake. It was an accident, apparently, and that's not a crime.
No, from what I read, again, not only was it an accident, but then he and others from DEC helped to clean up the spill. Yeah. But it was merely that it was not reported. Right. So
it's unclear who had the responsibility for reporting it, too. Look, there's no doubt this is a pretext to try to get this guy. And why they want to get him remains to be seen. They may have their own appointee they want to put in there, or they may just not like the idea, Liz, that members of a commission or a commission's executive director acts in what he or she thinks is the best interest for that commission. Remember last week we were talking about the Environmental Facilities Corporation and the Tappan Zee Bridge and how the governor took control of that. Most commissions are not independent. This is a rarity where they're fighting to be independent.
I know you'll keep an eye on it for us and let us know what happens next. Thank you. And Fred's on the radio live from the state capitol weekday mornings 10 to 11 on Talk 1300 AM radio.